Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Xbox Nation. I'm your host, Loyal Phoenix, and we are back to my favorite kind of video, a Sea of Thieves video. And so this is the trailer for the brand new alpha that will be taking place very soon, and it's gonna have some brand new locations, some brand new like weather, and even skeletons, as you can see. So let's get right into it. I'm going to be talking over this video. I'll go back and forth, zoom in and all that stuff in things that I find rather interesting. But here, as you can see, we start off in the cave and then they open up to this larger area. I'm going to pause it right here because this is really cool. This is a giant ship, as you can see, crash landing into this island. The ship has lost its color. So you imagine this is a wrecked ship, pretty old. This is probably where all the skeletons are from. It'd be cool if we get some sort of like lore or Easter eggs that kind of like confirm that those skeletons that you see, maybe you find, maybe they're like wearing something specific, although the skeletons that we see here are just bare bones skeletons that will most likely represent like the weakest ones. You can also see our ship behind the wrecked one. Seems regular so far. Then you can also see, of course, Sprinty John running down at the bottom. In front of him there's another player, and you can actually notice two players, which I'll mention quickly as we continue the video. One is on top of like a broken mast, you can see them up there, and one is also in the cliff. Then you have here with all the treasure chests, those are pretty neat. Then we're going to move on to this brand new island, a set of new islands that they're going to be showing off. They look all really good, really vibrant. This one right here, the one with the little cove system here with the ship coming in, this is actually one that we saw a long time ago. And I actually made a video on this a year or two ago, and we actually saw this island in the form of art, on concept art, so we have actually seen this before. So that was really cool to see this island finally kind of in game and brought to life. That's really cool, and it's a very pretty island as well. And you'll actually notice here that this island that they're running on, this is actually the same island as well from one of the earlier pieces of art that we were shown on Twitter, and I made another video on this as well. I'll try and dig them up. You can hit the little eye icon on the top right, and hopefully I can find those videos and post them there for you to see. But this island, really pretty, and as they mention here, you can kind of jump off a ship if you're stealing someone else's treasure, but you have to be careful because in this new build they will be adding fall damage, so that's definitely something to bring into consideration. Now what you will see here, as I'll pause on all these upcoming ones here, here you can see multiple outposts. So in the original alphas and all that, as you saw in the trailer, there was only one outpost. Outposts are used to go and cash in your chests, so they were very important to the players, but the problem is that when you only have one outpost and a ton of players in the world, you're gonna have people that just kind of stay there and try and steal treasure from pirates that come into the cove and into the outpost to try and deliver. Now here in this alpha, it seems that we're gonna be getting multiple outposts here in this very rocky, dark area here. Then we have another one with two sets of islands here. We have another outpost. You can see to the right, it's that little like shack that you can find. There is more buildings, as you can see to the left. In the small island there's a building, and in the big island there's a really big building nearby the rock. So we are gonna get multiple buildings here to see. Then we have this one, which is kind of a four-piece island. We have like two main ones with the docks coming in. Again, you can see the outpost, it's on the left side by the ship. We also have a bunch of houses. It's a little hard to spot because of the lighting, but if you focus closely, the third one in the back, there's a house on that. I believe I can see a house on the island to the left, the big one with the outpost. So those look really pretty. And again, we're getting to see these kind of like new weather systems. We've always had daytime, nighttime, sunset or sunrise, but now we're starting to get a lot of this more gray, misty kind of like dead vibe, if that makes any sense. It's really cool and really neat to see these changes in weather and lighting. Here we're going to see our pirates running across this bridge. There is a wooden house in the background, as you can see. It's not really a house, it's more like a giant building. But to the left we also get to see this, what looks like to be a water tower. So I'd be curious to kind of explore that if possible. Now here we can go back to the island. I believe this is the same island as the one with the wrecked ship. The only reason I'm saying that is because in this trailer, it's that one and the outpost are really the only islands so far that we've seen under this type of weather. So here we have our characters running around, and now we actually have real skeletons popping up. Before we've seen them in trailers kind of like pinned on a tree and things like that, but here we're actually seeing them pop up and attacking the players on the island. It's not known yet whether it's only going to be on specific islands, maybe again on these ones with like kind of like the death vibe with the weather and everything. Maybe it's only on those like cursed islands, but maybe if we find skeletons on different islands, maybe those as well can be dangerous for the players. So these are pretty cool. They're using the blunderbuss, it looks like. I'm not sure if they come with other weapons, but right now we're only seeing them with the blunderbuss. It'd be really cool to see them eventually with swords and pistols and things like that. I think the melee combat in this game is going to be very interesting to see how they work that in and work it in correctly, because obviously melee combat, especially in a first person perspective, is very difficult. So here you can see you're running with your chest and these skeletons are popping up trying to stop you, because obviously that was their chest. Now we get a nice shot of the sea with the giant jagged rocks here, and your ship kind of trying to sail past them without crashing. We have some islands in the background, but I'm not sure exactly which ones they are. Again, you're getting some really pretty sights here. Here we're going back. This looks like to be the island we saw previously, just from the other side. So we're gonna have the outpost on the very back island to the right. We get the water tower and the building. That bridge that we see right here is the one that we crossed earlier. So again, lots of like little variety and just very pretty sight. And of course, after a hard day's work, we gotta have a drink. So that's pretty much it from this little trailer. This isn't how I did the original little trailer breakdown, but because of just time restraints, I had to make it more quickly. But hopefully this was done well enough and in-depth enough for you guys to appreciate it and enjoy it. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.